Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is your guide to the Gloamwing pet battle on Argus. I'm going to start with a quick strat to just beat him for your world quest, and then go through strategies for every single pet family for progress on the Family Fighter achievement. Gloamwing lives here on Macquarie. His main source of damage is Slicing Wind, which can hit you 1, 2, or 3 times. Because of that, this fight involves a healthy dose of RNG, with some strategies requiring more good luck than others. Bring some pet bandages. First up, the dependable strategy for doing your world quest. This will also double as the Dragonkin strat. My first slot is Crominius with Surge of Power, and the second 2 slots are my Nexus and Stormborn Whelplings with Arcane Storm and Mana Surge. Start with Crominius, pass, and he brings in a Whelp. Use Arcane Storm, then Mana Surge. He pulls in Whelp number 2 and will use Mana Surge again. Void Portal brings back Crominius, and a Surge of Power should do the job. Savor that feeling because that's about as good as it gets. Next, we'll do Aquatic. Fair warning, Aquatic for this just sucks. Expect to need to try this a fair handful of times in order to get the RNG rolls that you need. In my first slot is Benax set up with Water Jet, Mudslide, and Bubble. My second slot is a Gulp Froglet with Mudslide and Corpse Explosion. This will be easier if you have one of the higher health breeds of Gulp Froglet, but I do make it work with the Balance breed here. Third, a Ghost Shell Crab with Grasp, Bubble, and Spirit Spikes. Starting with Benax, pass the turn and the Ghost Shell Crab comes out. Use Spirit Spikes. In order to win, Gloamwing must do a 2-hit Slicing Wind this turn into those Spirit Spikes. If he hits you once or 3 times, start over. With that achieved, use Bubble. Next, swap back to Benax. Void Portal goes off and brings out the Gulp Froglet. Use Mudslide and then Corpse Explosion. If you die before you Corpse Explode, start over. After successfully exploding, bring back Benax. Use Bubble, then Mudslide, then Water Jet, then pass. Ghost Shell comes back and he's still got a safety bubble. Use Grasp, and then Bubble, then spam Grasp, win the fight, and throw yourself a party. Next is Critters. My first slot is a Dark Moon Hatchling with Trample and Predatory Strike. Second, a Chipmunk or Squirrel Pet with Wood Chipper, Adrenaline Rush, and Stampede. Third, a Black or Elwyn Lamb with Chew and Stampede. The Squirrel Pet must have more health than your lamb. The Hatchling comes out first, passes, and he brings in my Chipmunk. Use Adrenaline Rush, then Wood Chipper, then Stampede. The Lamb comes out and will use Chew, then Stampede. If at any point you die before you get one of these listed moves off, start over. Void Portal kills the Lamb and the Hatchling comes out. Use Predatory Strike, then Trample. That'll show him. Next is Elemental. My first pet is a tiny snowman with Magic Hat, Call Blizzard, and Deep Freeze. Second is a Crazy Carrot with Iron Bark and Blistering Cold. Third, we've got an Ominous Flame with Scorched Earth and Foreboding Curse. The snowman goes in first, passes the turn, and he pulls in the carrot. Use Iron Bark, then Blistering Cold. Pass the round and he kills your carrot, pulling in the Ominous Flame. Use Scorched Earth, then Foreboding Curse. Void Portal brings in the snowman. Use Call Blizzard, and then Deep Freeze, then Magic Hat. It's a bit of a bipolar weather situation, but hey, it works. Next is Humanoid. My first slot is a Grumpling with Gift of Winter's Veil. Second, I have my Wretched Servant with Nether Blast and Wild Magic. Third, I've got Squirky with Stampede and Bubble. Start with the Grumpling, pass, and he brings in the Wretched Servant. Use Nether Blast, then Wild Magic, then pass. He brings out Squirky. Use Bubble, then Stampede, and then Stampede again if you can. Grumpling comes out and will toss a Gift of Winter's Veil. That does 713 damage, so as long as he's got less than that left, we're set. Next up is Mechanical. My first pet is a Dark Moon Tonk with Shock and Awe and Ion Cannon. Second, I brought a Runeforged Servitor with Jolt, Iron Skin, and Call Lightning. Third, we've got Lil Bling with Inflation. Start with the Tonk, pass, and he brings in the Servitor. Use Iron Skin, then Call Lightning. Pass the turn and he brings in Lil Bling. Use Inflation. Void Portal pulls in the Tonk. Use Shock and Awe, followed by Ion Cannon. On the Runeforged Servitor, one more Jolt wraps it up. Next, Beast. My first pet is Moon with Moonfang. Second, I'm using a Fell Pup with Fell Immolate and Vengeance. Third, a Zandalari Ankle Render or Kneebiter with Black Claw and Hunting Party. Start with Moon, pass, and he brings in the Fell Pup. Use Vengeance, then Fell Immolate. Your Fell Pup needs to live long enough to die to this Void Portal. The Raptor comes in and uses Black Claw, then Hunting Party. By the time Moon comes back, 2 Moonfangs should finish the fight. Next up is Flying. In my first slot is a Snowfeather Falcosaur with Falcosaur Swarm and Predatory Strike. Second is a Spore or Spore Bat pet with Spore Shrooms and Creeping Fungus. Third, we've got Icky with Black Claw and Flock. Start with a snow feather and use Falcosaur Swarm. Gloamwing void portals and brings out my Spore Bat. I'll use Spore Shrooms, and then Creeping Fungus, then pass. Void Portal puts a stop to that, and out comes Icky. We'll use Black Claw, then Flock. Icky dies, and so does Gloamwing. If you're a bit short on damage, you do have a round here to Predatory Strike, so you should still be fine. Next, Magic. My first slot is an untethered Wyrmling with feedback and deflection, just bring your highest attack worm. My second 2 slots are my Empowered and Eldritch Mana Fiends, both with Surge of Power and Arcane Storm. Start with the worm and use deflection, and then feedback twice. Pass, and Void Portal brings in a Mana Fiend. Use Arcane Storm, then Surge of Power. Void Portal pulls in the second fiend and we'll do it again. Arcane Storm, then Surge of Power. Boom. Last is Undead. My first pet is a Blighted Squirrel with Stampede. Second is a Fragment of Anger with Spirit Firebolt and Spirit Spikes. Third, you can use a Wicked Soul or a Crawling Claw with Curse of Doom and Agony. Start with the squirrel, pass, and the fragment comes in. Use Spirit Spikes, then Spirit Firebolt. Pass, and Void Portal pulls in the Wicked Soul. Use Curse of Doom, then Agony, then pass. The squirrel returns and we'll use Stampede. That was an unfortunate crit, but we still get 2 good rounds of stampeding. On your last pet, sneeze on him with anything to win and be done with this boss. So that's Family Fighter Gloamwing. He really does make Baneglow look like a cuddly kitten. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other Family Fighter guides and subscribe to see more videos from me. Let me know what you think, share your own strategies in the comments if you like, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!